Welcome to Sunday, OJ. They wanted me to do the intro, but I don't got shit to say. So I'm kicking it to OG to be real with you. I don't have no promotion to give off, man. I mean, shout out to everybody that came out to the playoff push show. I know I've been trying to get it on YouTube for like a week, but life caught up with me this past week, so apologies. But yeah, I'm really kicking it to OG. OG got the topic list, so we gonna run with him.
Let's tell the truth about what really happened. You happy because them Falcons win? You on the high horse?
No, like life really caught up with me. Like college and being a dad really caught up with me. Like no bullshit.
Yeah, I feel you. Cause you get cheeks unlike some people in here. Big virgin vibes.
Oh, I ain't saying all that. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I think OG
that has nothing to do with Big Scream.
I think OG over there trying to find lean on me. So while he doing that, let's get on. We just made it to the divisional round after 5 days, y'all. Or was it 6 days, Keith?
I'm back. Mr. 9 in a row is back. Mr. 9 in a row is back.
So should we restart that? What?
Nah. We leaving it just like that. Mr. 9 in a row is back.
Well,
what's up?
This guy.
We've been on wildcard for how many days?
9 days, like my win streak. You heard?
Oh Lord. We just not hit division round, and we got the matchups of Packers versus Bears, Lions versus Cards, Bengals versus Broncos, and Titans versus Chargers.
No, you missed out. Bills got smoked, right?
Well, I didn't get to that yet.
T. Hoyt made us wait to get beat. Fitz was talking crazy this lap all week.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And who else played? That's how long it's been. And Jay.
Gons beat undisputed. Yeah, that was surprising. That was very surprising. The Lions beat the Bucks in year one. That was very surprising.
Scream, if he has the video, he can explain step by step, Mr. Analytic over there, why the linebacker didn't react to that quick pass. That shit was quick as hell.
Yeah.
What is 94 play reaction, right?
So pretty much people have to understand with the attributes on defense. No matter whether your awareness is high or not, no matter whether your play rec is high, play recognition literally just means whether your player notices if it's a pass to guard their matchup or their zone, or if they're going to go guard the run and have to deal with the block shit attribute.
What do you mean by that, though? Like, so if it's a run, they know it's a run? That's what you mean?
Play rec just literally means you're going to react faster based on what kind of play it is. If you realize it's a play action, you're going to play action into the pass. If you are seeing that it's a run, you're going to recognize, okay, it's a run play, so I'm going to go block shit and try to pursue the ball. That's what play rec is for. It's for recognizing what's going to happen on the play. It's not for zone coverage, for reactions in the zone. Once the play is determined it's a pass, there's no more reaction to give. That's why zone coverage and zone logic works against you with like certain linebackers like that. So most users like those fast linebackers with like 59 zone coverage and get all those picks. It's because they're usered. So if in an undisputed case, Devin White is the weaker of the two in zone coverage, you have to user Devin White. You can't let him just be a CPU because he's not going to react in zone. Whereas Levante David, I think he got 80 zone coverage. He'll react a little bit better and do more on his own than a Devin White would. So, and JaVale said the same thing in the chat. His zone coverage is not there, so that's why that happened.
Well, to be honest, that pass was quick as hell. Even if he used him, I don't think he would have made it. He probably would have made a little hit on him.
He probably would have got in front of him and disrupted the play for sure. But, who knows?
That pass was quick as hell. That was the quickest pass I seen. It was hike pass. That was crazy.
With Jared Goff. That's crazy. With a regular Jared Goff at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's Jared Goff. Just be like, but actually think about it, Jared Goff not that bad on the game because Rhino took it to the playoffs last year too. The regular Jared Goff. So maybe it's something different.
Well, undisputed is out. On to the next game. Bills versus Broncos. That was a shit show. I thought he was going to score more than 7, though.
I thought he was going to score more than 7. But 7 points with that offense?
He was on the boat with the Giants. I should add him to the boat, matter of fact. Yeah, he can get on the
add
boat.
Add him to the boat.
Y'all see Weezy picture? gotta add him to the boat because goddamn, 45-7 in the playoffs. Yeah, that's stinky. With the Bills, yeah, stinky.
How you feel about these matchups coming up? Who you got?
Um, wait.
Damn,
Before we get to that,
stop.
I remember you remember this too, right, Keith? When we was talking about the playoff, the special show on Wednesday, how Weezy was on somebody's nuts and they didn't make it.
Yeah,
You remember
that's a good point.
Oh Lord, he go in the background.
That
Yeah, but
did happen.
Hey Jamel, they talk about you, bro. I did pick you. I just. Oh.
Hey, shout out to Veldo. He got his electrical license. That's very big, very very big. But he didn't get the playoffs, but he got his license, his electrical license.
Hey, people always gotta down you and give you a shout out in the same sentence.
It's your fault we even doing
it. He say he made the playoffs, but he got his license.
I got love for him. Like he's a good dude, and congratulations to him. But next up on the Summer Jam, well, not the Summer Jam screen because he ain't up there, but Big J. He waited till like the last game to prolong his playoff days.
Listen, I don't care what nobody say. He waited to the longest he can go so he wouldn't lose first. That motherfucker was waiting. All right, bro, stop it, Jay. You cool, but we all knew you was gonna lose. He was trying to prolong his shit like he was out of town. Hey Jay, you went year one though. A lot of people can't say that. You went, you surprised and shocked everybody, but don't prolong the ass whooping no more, bro. Like, don't do that. Let's get this shit over with.
He was holding on to hope. But do you think he making it next year?
I would say depending on what trades he do, but I feel like now season 2 coming up, let's give people more games who they want to do. So I think depending on the trades. Right now, I'll say no. You know, because year 2, people can start making bad trades or good trades. Some people might have a lot more cap, or some probably got to trade their best players because they don't have no cap. It just depends, depending on what he do. But he said he need a quarterback. He says Matt Ryan's not the answer. So I don't know. But right now, I'm gonna say no. What you think, Keith?
No, because I'm going.
Okay. He, on that note, he can't. Okay. And then according to Dump said he coming back. He's year 2. He's the year 2 guy. That's what he said. I didn't you said. I didn't say this. Like I hyped up JaVale. Dump hyping himself up. He said he's year 2 guy. That's what he said.
Did you hear what Scream said? He said no, because he's going. So nobody's going but him. Because Rhino's gonna win the division. Just saying. Weezy, you going 4-12 again? Or 2? Or I'm giving you too many wins. You going 2-16 again?
I'm better here. I'm gonna give Keith and them a battle. Bills a battle. Hopefully, what's Bill's name? I'm having a brain fart. What's his name? Yeah. What's his name?
Billy's
Greg. Yeah.
Chad.
Hopefully Chad, aka Greg. Hopefully he get mad at his team and trade people because that was a bad whooping. Like that was horrible. That was actually, I think that was if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the biggest blowout we had? Right?
Yeah.
Everybody else is kind of close.
Yeah.
So hopefully he upset his team when to trade people. Maybe Von Miller retired. I'm just talking, y'all. I don't know. Maybe he trade him or something. Like, I just want all the good players to leave, so maybe he upset. And that mean Keith take over Jets. No. So yeah.
Now let me not even say that because he beat you. His only 2 wins was against you. So let me not even say who.
True.
We know who that is. He's the Wheezy beater. Pause. That sounded crazy.
Hey, whoa,
that
chill out, OG.
Wild.
Whoa. What's up?
That sounded so inappropriate. Oh my god,
bro. What's up with you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
But hold on. Speaking of the playoffs, I know y'all talking like this is expected, but to me, I kind of feel like he only won. I'm giving him the root. Kind of feel like Chargers only won because he just came back from Disney. Because I did not expect. Let's be real. Who expected Try Hard to beat him? Anybody?
Real Disney, by the way.
like 4 people picked him. I mean, this is no disrespect to T. Hoyt at all, and I said it in the chat, but Itchy showed everybody how you just stop Lamar from beating you. And if it wasn't for that backwards pass and also the pick six after the backwards pass, we could be singing a different tune and the Ravens would be advancing. So it's not like, of course in his mind he's going to say, try hard didn't beat him, he beat himself. And you could agree. So, I mean, that definitely was one of the better games of the playoffs, though, for it to be only a 6-point game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
After it was 24-7, like right at halftime, or 24-14, rather. Sorry.
Hold on. There's no joke, but we didn't get on Smitty losing. We just skipped that. We just.
I mean, we were still talking about all the games.
I forgot he lost. You just want to pick on Smitty. I see what you're doing.
No, I'm not picking on him. I'm just saying we forgot to mention Bears and 49ers. We didn't talk about that. So
yeah, it was another comeback. I def had Smitty winning. I thought, they played week 1. He knew what Mel would bring. Mel knew what he would bring. But Mel just played good defense, and Smitty just kept forcing the pass instead of running the ball and took himself out the game entirely. And Mel took advantage, kept going crazy with David Montgomery like normal, and he's in the second round. And he'll play Trent once again. So Mel is going for his third matchup versus Trent and another rematch from a regular season loss he's taken. So you could really say the Bears are on a revenge tour if you want it.
And the only thing that sucks about it is Mel playing a lot of leagues and Trent just playing like one?
No,
I think.
He played. Mel also has 2 leagues.
My bad. Okay.
His league
in our league. Okay. So we got Packers versus Bears. Who y'all got?
Loyalty. You know who I'm running with.
OG, don't say that. Please don't say that L word.
Loyalty. You know who I'm going with.
Go Pack, go.
Yeah. Lions cards. So we got Gons versus Fitzky.
Loyalty again. You know where I'm going.
We got Hey y'all, Cards and Eagles wasn't they kind of going back and forth?
Yeah, for a little bit, but then
right?
Slop just couldn't figure his offense out. He didn't know whether he wanted to commit to the run or try to figure the passes out, and it went against him. And Fitz took advantage full on, and that's why he got the W. And I see a similar game coming from Gons because Slop and Gons kind of play the same. Crazy run games, passing up the seam. So Fitz has played it round 1, and he's gonna have to play it again round 2. So I'm taking the Cards.
He has to be patient again. Hold on. He has to be patient again. Very patient, because there was times he wasn't patient against the Eagles and it killed him.
He was just launching that bitch up, right? Just throwing it up, holding wide.
Yeah, he was in church. He was going crazy.
He was throwing it up.
But I got Cards though. But he needs to play exactly the same patient game.
Bengals versus Broncos. So you got Itchy Bengals Broncos versus our new user Bang, right? Right. Bang, right?
I got the Verge Bang.
Why over Itchy? And Itchy used to give you problems. So why Itchy?
Excuse me?
Why not Itchy?
No, what you said before that?
He used to give you problems. Why not Itchy?
That was a good joke, sir. Knee slapper. But Bang is just, I think he's on a trying to prove people he belongs. What he did to Greg was just like, I belong here. Like I picked he picked like 28, 26, something like that, and he's just saying I belong. So I'm going with Bang, and I believe they play in other leagues, and I believe Bang has his number, so I'm gonna go with Bang.
Keith,
I'm gonna go with Itchy. I think the Bengals defense will figure it out. Russell Wilson is a daughter though, and Bang is throwing great with him. But I think the Bengals are just on a tear right now, and Itchy has it all figured out. He got the 1 seed, so he has the home advantage. It just remains to be seen, can the Broncos, stop Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase really, because T. Higgins, even though he's 6'5", 88 speed and acceleration, doesn't help anybody, no matter what you think. But he again 6'5", so is Surtain gonna guard Chase or is he gonna guard T. Higgins? So I think it depends on Bang's defense and his pass rush, but I'm going to go Bengals in a close one and only winning by 3.
But remember, Itchy hasn't played in a long time because he has the bye. So it's been a long time for him since he's been playing.
I mean, he's still in other leagues.
Yeah, that boy plays
I'm just saying
Madden
with
every
that-
single day. I
It's
think
not, it's not like
I think he'll be fine. He hasn't. I mean, yeah, it sucks. But here's the thing about I think the playoff teams can practice still, but like us that didn't make it, we can't even like practice with our teams until next season. So he's probably been able to practice. So I think he's
Wait,
fine.
and
you
then
think people be practicing? Like people really do
yeah,
that?
I literally that's how I learned my team and I learned what worked and what didn't. I literally actually sit in practice and I'll just run random plays versus my random defense and just see what work and what don't.
And
then
they about to
and
call
then
you a big verge. Soon.
I mean, I'm not that big of one if I ain't make the playoffs. I only got 8 wins.
I mean, what you gotta think about it. And then also, like Itchy, for example, he in other leagues. So like hypothetically, if me, you, and Keith would have be first seed, we would be rusty because we're not playing no other leagues. The motherfuckers still in other leagues and other Discord playing. So he'd be all right.
But Trent is in one league and 16-1.
I'm just mean
I
by
think
when you said
I think he's in one league. I don't know.
when you said Itchy gonna be rusty. I said he's not gonna be rusty because he's
Oh.
still playing other league. That's all I was picking back off.
Well, I meant rusty with his team, like, cause it's different
Oh,
timing.
okay.
Like, if
Yeah,
he has
for
Aaron
sure.
Rodgers in another league, it'll be
For
different
sure.
than him playing with this quarterback, Joe
For sure,
Burrow
you
and shit. So,
all right. So what about Titans versus Chargers? So before you even answer, the only reason why that's the bad game for me to pick in between because I think it depends on what's the rookie name, Malik Willis. Because sometimes I've seen him play twice. I think no more than once, twice or 3 times. Sometimes Malik Willis looked like a good Madden player. Then sometimes he looked like, you can say he's a rookie, he's ass. So it depends on how Malik Willis shows up. Sometimes he has a
No, go ahead.
Sometimes the pass be there, then the next time it's interception, you be like, damn, he only is 70 something. You can see the next time you be like, damn, this motherfucker like a 90 something. But in reality, he only like a 74, 75 overall. So I think it depends on him.
So
he like to throw the ball. He's not really a big runner. He traded Derrick Henry for Cohen. He got a speedster. We all know that's what he got a speedster because he like throwing. So
what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pull a J-Pack and I'm gonna go with AGS history, and I'm gonna go with Rhino because Rhino has way more playoff experience than Tryhard.
Okay.
And that, I mean, to me, even though it's just one game, it's a video game, but
Yeah.
that pressure is different. And Rhino's been there so many times, and Tryhard's, I think this is his first time since how many Maddens now? I know it's been a while since he's been in the playoffs, and him winning that game, he's still excited, probably still celebrating.
So there was a Super Bowl in his voice. Look, there was a Super Bowl in my voice.
Yeah, I think that was his Super Bowl. And then you got Rhino who's on a revenge tour already, and I believe if he beats him, he's going because he trolled Trent. I mean, pause. He trolled Jay. What did it say? You fuck around and you find out.
Oh yeah, that meme going on right now. Fuck around, you find out. Yeah.
Yeah, he hit him with that. So I believe that Bang is not the only one on the revenge tour. So is Rhino. So yeah, I'm going Rhino.
Keith.
Titans.
Why?
I won't even say his playoff experience. I think between the two users, Rhino's just a smarter football player. So he's going to take advantage of what Tryhard wants to do defensively. And then on offense, it's not that Tryhard has a complex offense, but if you stop the run, you're going to force Justin Herbert to pass to all these good wide receivers. But it just depends on how Rhino's defense plays. If you're getting post routes, Rhino picks those off all day long. Most of us know usually Tryhard, if he gets in 3rd and long, he's running an out route. And even if you cover that, you got to cover the seam and then cover the post. So Rhino does well with kind of playing cover 3, and that's going to be the weak point, I believe, for the Chargers. So I'm just going to take the Titans because I just think Rhino knows how to stop teams like this offensively.
So who do you have going to Super Bowl now?
I think Weezy needs to be the first to talk about that because he was, Big Veiled and Big T Hoyt. So the kiss of death still exists. So go ahead, curse whoever you need to curse first, and then I'll go after that because I don't need you cursing my pick.
Well, I'm gonna go with
the kiss
Pack.
of death is too funny. Wait, you gonna go with Pack?
I'm gonna go with Packers.
Oh, I think so. Oh man, he gonna be mad at you for picking him.
Then after that, I'm gonna go with I know I'm believing try hard enough to beat somebody else, beat the Bengals or Broncos. Give me Give me the Titans.
Ooh, your arch nemesis.
But if Malik Willis does bad, Bengals all the way. So if you lose to Charhart, Bengals all the way.
So basically, he's picking anybody but the Broncos. Got it. He's picking anybody but the Broncos. We got it. All right. If I gotta look on the NFC side, I go opposite conference first. I think the championship game is gonna be Packers Cards. As far as who takes it, I agree. I think Trent got it. I think that offense just a little too powerful. So until somebody stop it, it's gonna be hard for me to go against them. Again, he's on a 16-game win streak. He lost week 1 to Bodge and ain't let up since. So there's that. I think him and Bears will be the closest game of the weekend, even though I said, Bengals and Broncos will be a 3-point victory for the Bengals. I do think the next closest game is going to be Packers-Bears. So there's that. As far as the AFC side goes, I think the championship game is definitely Bengals and Titans. And that's a rematch of a game of the week that I called. So I got Bengals going to the bowl. I think Itchy just on a tear, and Itchy might be the most patient Madden player I've ever played. So, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bengals versus Packers. And as far as who wins the bowl, I don't know yet. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Hold on, OG. Before you answer yours, Keith, tell me, in your opinion, what's the difference between him being patient and what Jay and Hasoto play? What's the difference?
So Itchy's patience is more about being patient in the pocket versus being patient before the snap. His patience that I'm talking about is when Joe Burrow's back there, he's not doing all that dropping back. He's not ready to hike and haul out the damn pocket. He's letting the offense develop, and then once he sees the developments, then he makes his move. So, for example, right, if he runs 4 verts, his first read might be Jamar Chase. His second read is probably T. Higgins. If he sees neither one of those, Joe Mixon is the third and final option. And if Mixon gets covered by a user, then he's going to try to run up the middle if there's no pass pressure coming. Like, that's the kind of patient I'm talking about. That little small thing. And Bang is the exact same way, truthfully. Not saying they play alike, but truthfully, like the patience of not just dropping back for no reason. You don't see that too often anymore, and those are the guys that are winning in the league, honestly. So if you can mimic your game after anybody, I think those are the people you want to watch their games and kind of develop an offense like them.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. You ain't talking about as in how when Jay, he wait till the last 2 seconds to hit hike.
Yeah, that's not necessarily patience. That's just reading the defense and trying to see, what advantage you have. And I get it that that could be technically the definition of patience, but in Jay world, that shit is not patience. I don't care what you say. It's just he takes 8 years to know whether it's a cover 2 man or a cover 1 man. It's still man. It's man, damn it. What the hell are you doing? So I think it just depends. But
Well, speaking of man,
Itchy and Bang's version of patience is just not Jay and Solo. Solo take 8, but he's a football coach, so I get it. He takes 8 years to recognize what gap he wants to run through with Breece Hall. So
speaking of man, okay, I heard what you said. But speaking of man, how y'all feel about what Slot was saying about him playing man and it's legal?
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
Let me scroll up in the chat. He was fussing with Fitzky. Fitzky kept saying he was doing 70-30 on defense. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Wait, my picks will be.
I can't hear nothing you said. What'd you say?
I said while we wait, you skipped over my picks. Thank you very much.
Why you skip over it?
I got Big Ski.
Okay.
And Rhino, Big Bisky and Rhino. But if Chargers if Tryhard makes it, man, that'd be an amazing user to go.
And it'd be similar to Robinson too. Like, you guys always mention how Robinson went through the gauntlet. Ooh. And when you look at it, let's just say Tryhard does make it. He's going through a gauntlet right now. You beat T. Hoyt, a favorite. People had T. Hoyt going to the bowl. Like, you beat a favorite in the first, whether you waited 5 days or not. You're playing Rhino, somebody who's considered a top 10 user, been in multiple bowls here in DJL. Like, you're going against Rhino now. Okay, now if you beat Rhino, you're going against Itchy or you're going against Bang. Bang you've beat before. So you probably want the Broncos to win because he's in your division and you know how he plays on a consistent basis. So either way, Try Hard does have a crazy story to tell if he does get the victory. So it could be interesting. The storylines are very cool. I say that.
Okay. So basically, what happened was Fishy kept calling out Stop the Eagles because he kept saying he wasn't playing zone enough, and Stop was saying he didn't want people to play man. He want people to play more zone. He said he was a dick rider. How you mad that I win? You win. He's still complaining because I played more man in zone. And Fishy was like, you're not doing 70-30. So
I think it's about concept. You know how there's different cover threes and different packages, like nickel you have cover 3, 4-3 you have a cover 3. We will probably have to ask him for more clarity to what he's talking about, but maybe he's saying that he's running the same concept of plays, like not just man, but the same concept of man, like maybe man blitz, man blitz, man blitz, man blitz, man blitz. You get what I'm saying? I believe that's what he's talking about. I want to ask you guys something. What falls into a 70-30 rule? Like same concept or different plays of like different formations, different cover 2s, cover 3s, mans, cover 1s. Like what do you consider mixing it up?
well, it ain't but so many cover 2s. It was only cover 2 man, cover 2 drop.
No. I'm asking you guys. What do you believe is considered mixing up your plays?
In the past, for me, it was definitely concept because most people don't know. Like most of the rules that are in place were, some of what I helped create way back when. So back then, because we couldn't limit the specific play calls, whether offense or defense, like the exact same concept is the same concept. Like back then, every inside zone was an inside zone, and I'm sure some people can testify to that being in AGS as long as most of us. So back then, Madden 20 and before they added the play call limiting, just if you run the exact same play the exact same way, same concept. That's what it was. Now that it's restricted specifically by the exact play that it is, at this point you have to just know how to defeat every version of cover 3. You have to know how to defeat every version of cover 2. You can't complain about it, same play. You can complain about same concept. But I think most people take it as a concept versus an actual play. So if that's the difference that needs to be discussed in the rules, I guess.
Wait, I'm confused. Is it same concept is like it'll be like the same cover 3.
Cover 3, cover 3, cover 3. If you run 3 different cover 3s, the concept is cover 3. So you're spamming the concept, not the play. So that's why I'm saying, the question becomes, is it about spamming the concept or the specific play? So Slop is probably saying, I'm not running the same man coverage, but I'm just running different versions of man defense. I think that's the way it has to be. It used to be concept for us. I can't speak on, what it is now because, times change. And again, it locks by play now. So is it a little more loose to run, cover 1 LB blitz and then OLB blitz? They both cover 1.
I think right now, I think it's same play. It's like you can't run 3 inside zones, so you can't run a shotgun inside zone in a row and a single back inside zone. Go ahead.
Yes, you can.
That's the same
as long as it. No, but see, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
they're the same. They're the same concept. The difference is, so like when you in those gun sets, there's like 18 different versions of inside zone. They're all different plays because they're in different formations or different sets in the formation. So the concept inside zone is being spammed, but
the play is different. The formation
is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, is it still spamming when the formation changes, or not the concept, but the specific play art changes, or is it concept? Defensively, at least, it's concept. On offense, it's more of just same play for people. So
like on offense, like put it. Long story short, OG, H back scratch. If I run it first down, single back H back scratch. Second down, pistol H back scratch. Third down, shotgun H back scratch. That's still the same play. It's just out of different formations. Some got 2 tight ends, some got 1 tight end, some got no tight like that. Like or jet sweep. different ways.
Exactly.
It's still a jet sweep. So
yeah, but it won't lock up, and people could say, "Hey, it's not the same play because it's in a different formation." So
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to see, like, do you think that is fair? Like, so do you consider that a same play if it's in a different formation?
It is the same play. If I'm going inside
Just,
zone 4 times, I got to pick how I want to run out. I can't run. Okay, let's pick a play right now. Our formation,
because isn't there certain plays that look like this the like an inside zone, but it will be called a different name, like
like 26 will. I get what you're saying, but if we going up, the shit says don't call the same play in a row. So I cannot call 3 different inside zones the same. Go ahead.
Okay, better yet, I have this question for you guys: is man blitz a concept or is it a play?
Man blitz, that's what's covered.
Whatever cover it is, it's still a man blitz. Is it a concept or is it a play?
A play.
It's a concept, correct?
Man blitz is a concept.
It's a concept, correct?
Is a play.
Okay, let's look at the defensive concepts. There is cover 2 man, cover 2 zone, cover 2 zone blitz,
and cover 2 drop, and cover 2 drop.
But cover 2 drop is just cover 2. It's not. That's just a name. The concept is cover 2.
Gotcha.
So cover 3 blitz, cover 4 blitz, cover 6, and cover 9 are the same thing basically. They just play opposite sides of the field.
Bro, that's crazy. That's the same play. Just opposite. The corner just doing something different.
It just depends on what side of the field it is. You know, a 6 and a 9 are flipped. And if you get it,
go ahead.
Get it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
And then there's cover 1 and cover 1 blitzing. So, and then man blitz. So there's about 8 concepts on defense. It's just a matter of, of course, nobody wants to run concepts they don't have to. Like me, I don't like running cover 2 like that. If I play somebody like Slop, who I know is going to love a seam, love everything else, I'm not running no cover 2 against you. You're going to go right up the middle to your tight end. Why would I run cover 2? That's just stupid. If I let a seam happen and I cover the seam myself, then all right, I know what to deal with. It just depends on who I'm playing, really.
That's the tricky part here. I don't want to speak as a commissioner. I'm speaking as a regular user, real fast, because I do hold a title. I mix up my plays regardless, but it also messes you up because depending on who you playing, if you know that seam is coming and you ran out of plays to pick and you have to pick a cover 3, it's gonna get 8, and you have to cover that seam and then come back down and cover the middle because that's the 2 plays that's gonna happen. So it kind of is hard when certain people do certain things, especially when you play that person enough to say, okay, this is what this person does. I can't really run this play, but in the rules you have to. Like that kills a lot of people. So what I was just asking, like if you run man blitz all the time and it just be different blitzes, is that considered spamming?
By the rules, yeah, because that's how it's worded.
So no matter what blitz you pick, right? I'm talking about in the man defense world. No matter what man blitz you pick let's say you run man blitz 8 times in a row, is that considered spamming?
No, it's different blitzes.
I'm gonna read it right here.
It's different blitz name.
You are not permitted to run the same concept for the entirety of the game or drive, and it goes by the concept. That's what the rules say. So if people, and I'm not saying anybody is complaining, but once again, this is why there's a rule suggestion chat. If you think the wording of the rules does not make sense or needs to be changed, speak up. Nobody's a mind reader. Just speak up. It's not going to hurt you. You're not complaining because you're suggesting something. It's a suggestion for discussion. If it's something that's not common sense, then it's not going to get discussed. That's really it. But when you look directly at the rules, it just says, like, example, cover 3, cover 2, cover 3 again, cover 2 again. It literally says it in the rules. But the game, and it does also say here, like, you need a minimum of 10 to 12 rushes or passes either which way on that 70-30. Like, you have to run the ball at least 10 times a game. So if we gonna go by the rules got to get updated, or people got to just go by them. I mean, I ain't saying people getting away with murder or nothing, but nobody is saying people are breaking rules either. So for people to complain about certain stuff, like,
you've been in the commish chair before, Keith. That is. Do you feel that's a fair rule with the concept call?
Again, back then I think it was, but times change, and because it's restricted by play, I def think that there are certain cover threes that work better than others, the same way like certain cover fours work and other cover fours don't. So I think you could be a little less restrictive on it now in the time that we're in now, because it's locked by play. So you can't spam the good cover three over and over and over again. You have to wait 3 plays, and then
But
you
don't
only
they
get
run
3
the same?
uses it.
A
Not
man
all of
blitz
them
will run
work
the same though.
I mean,
We talking
yeah,
about man blitzes real fast.
if you set it up the same way it does, or it depending on how they enter what gap, then it does. Like for example, I think we were all watching Smitty versus El Mel, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, the O lines are so good." It's not that the offensive lines were good; they both played contained, so the quarterbacks couldn't run outside. So when you play rushing 3, quarterback contain, dudes got all fucking day to throw the ball because you're playing 8 in zone, 1 spy, and you're just protecting deep. You're protecting the outside, or you're not protecting the middle. Dudes just don't run routes to the middle to stop it. Or when they do, they throw to the user if they don't get the time. So that's all it is. And that's not calling anybody out. It's a lot of users in the league do it. A lot of people do it. That's just what the meta is usually if you have to rush 3. A QB contained is considered a pass rush.
You know what I want to do? Matter of fact, before we do that, for all you crybabies, we're on the same topic right now because it's an important topic that we need to get through. Because a lot of you we talk about for a long time on the same topic. But anyway, for 2+ attribute points, right? Or 2+ wager points, I should say, that can go to attribute points. I want anyone and everyone to tell me how they feel, or Keith or Weezy in the DM, about concept versus running the same play. Give suggestions in the DM only, and tell me how you feel. And no, if you don't want us to bring it, mention you on the podcast that you said it, that's fine, that's cool. But just please give us a suggestion of how y'all feel about that. But Weezy, you never gave us your opinion on that, so.
What was the exact question again? I don't want to answer wrong.
So basically, do you feel like man blitz, like it don't matter which man blitz is, right? But man blitz is considered spamming.
I mean, the way I read the rules in my head since we done started this stuff, even when I was commissioned, after commissioned, not commissioned, I always go out to play name.
Me too. That's how I feel too.
So, and I just feel like defense and offense for AGS is still not even, because like we already talked about it before. I ain't gonna get into that, but how we can't.
But defense,
No, let me finish.
defense and offense can never be even, though.
Well, let me finish. I'm saying like on defense we can't move players, on offense we can't. But the reason I'm saying that to get to that is when I say I go by play names, because like on offense, I know you only get 3 or 4. What is it? 3 or 4 times? How many times a game you on the same play? Is it 3 or 4, y'all? What is it?
3.
You only get 3 times to run that PA post. After that, motherfucker, I'm gonna have to pick start.
That shit, though.
I'm gonna have to start and say, bro, I know it's a different formation. See what I'm saying? It's a different. So listen. If you run PA post out of pistol 3 times, right? Pistol out 3 times. In my head, you ran it 3 times, but somebody else said they can go to another formation and run out of shotguns. Then they got 3 more times to run it. So that's why I always read it out of the name. You said what?
That's tough. I said that's tough. Like I didn't really realize it like that. And the way you said
you didn't realize
it,
what you mean?
Because like I never really had it happen to me in that sense, I should say. Like somebody run PA, because like Keith said, certain PA posts probably is OP. Let me not even say OP. It's really good out of certain formations, and other formations it won't hit the same. So maybe
if you got PA post out of pistol, right? You run it 3 times, and let's say it does lock. All they really have to do to beat it is go to shotgun and run a PA post, and they got 3 more times to run it. So it locks the name for that formation only. It don't lock the name forever. Ever inside zone out of single back 3 times. All them do next time is go to shotgun and run inside zone 3 times out of that different shotgun play. So I go off the names. That's just how I play.
Yeah, I mean,
The next user might not play that way. The next user might say, it hasn't never been talked about in general. I can't say that people give rule suggestions and a lot of people rules that they have said. Y'all have, and I mean y'all. I don't just mean you because it's more than you. Or you don't be defensive.
I'm not taking.
Defensive.
I'm not. I don't.
I
I'm not
can't.
taking defensive.
A lot of people have came up with rules that y'all have yet to change. Like eventually, people gonna start giving their rule suggestions because y'all not changing it. Now let me talk. Let me finish. Obviously,
you're
I know
gonna start a riot.
No, let me say something. Obviously, I know each suggestion some suggestions we're not gonna agree on, or we're not gonna say no, that's dumb. But y'all haven't changed that one rule suggestion for somebody. So it's like, what's the point of keeping what?
If it ain't
what's
broke,
the point though?
Don't fix it.
See, now
I'm happy
you said that. No, I'm happy you said that.
What I will say though,
so basically, what you're saying is no point. It's no point for somebody saying
something.
No.
Because
that's what you just said.
Keith just brought up an amazing idea. Amazing. And when we get a chance, even later in this segment, he can discuss that. But he brought up that we're gonna actually try. Well, we're gonna push it through. It just needs to be spoken about points and how much to be spent and et cetera, et cetera. But his idea was great because as a matter of fact, you go into detail your idea, Keith.
So basically, if you played Madden for a long time, you know that usually the XP system before skill points and putting it into buckets, you were able to waste a certain amount of skill points to upgrade player traits. I do not think you are able to do that anymore. I don't think traits are earned by players anymore. Even with progression history, I don't think they just randomly get traits for upgrades. So with that happening, I suggested that, for X amount of wager points, I know they came in there complaining and saying 15 is too much. Bruh, they're wagers. You're not supposed to win them all. I think everybody need to get that out their mind, first off. You're not supposed to win every damn wager. It's predictable sometimes, but every dog got their day. Did nobody think Lion?
Show?
Yeah, like
I'm sorry. They get points from us when they listen to the show. Sorry, Keith.
Yeah, we only get points from wagers. Like we give out points and we don't get them. So y'all, I'm just gonna say people need to be grateful.
That's crazy. People, I just thought about that.
But
we didn't get points.
And that's fine. I don't need no more incentive, bro. I have fun writing in the league and getting what I get. Even with I have fun. That's where I'm at with that. But people just got to be more grateful about certain stuff. That's it. All the complaining and the crying about stuff, like, bruh, I hate that I'm doing that. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that. That's disrespectful. But the point is that people need traits sometimes to help their players do better. So the point was to try to find a way to get the traits back involved in the game. So, like, for example, wide receivers, like, catch ball or drop ball or whatever. Some wide receivers don't have a good catch ball tendency. So how can I upgrade the tendency a player has if the skill points don't allow me to upgrade that? This is where the wages come in. So
the skill points on Madden.
So for example, for wide receivers, right? So fight for extra yards, covers the ball. These are not high motor. Do you know that high motor, your players are going to play harder the entire way instead of playing lazy and lackadaisical? Do you know how much
Donald, high motor?
That kind of matters. You know what I'm saying? That matters in a sense.
Have you tested that out to see if we could change that?
Yeah, as a commissioner, you're able to edit the players and.
Oh yeah, as commissioner, you could do that. Yeah,
you can just
change.
I'm saying is the trait an option to change in the game?
Only by commissioners. So like on the player trait screen for a commissioner, if somebody wins a star dev or whatever, you can put their dev to whatever it is. You can change their penalty to undisciplined, normal, disciplined. So you would
I know. I was just talking about the traits. Like, are we able to change
the
traits?
Yeah, you can change the traits. Yeah, you can change the traits.
You saying the abilities or the traits?
No, not the ability to trait, like the high motors.
You can change it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, there's no system to upgrade that right now, like at all. So imagine you got a player that's great. Let's say this a 90 overall, and he a wide receiver, but you're pissed off that he doesn't play to go get the ball every single time, and he allows picks. His high motor is not there. He's not caring to play. He doesn't have aggressive catch either. He doesn't have possession catch and doesn't have run after catch. and you can't upgrade that any which way, and those things kind of matter. So,
Can I ask you another question about your idea? Is all traits should all traits cost the same, or is there traits that should be more expensive than others?
I think the same. I think keeping it balanced is fine, and maybe limiting it to you can only upgrade one trait per season. Because some of these do go hand in hand. For example, for quarterbacks, there's throw ball away, sense presser, and force passes. Imagine in one season somebody gets throw ball away, their sense presser goes to average, and then their force passes is just ideal. Like, damn, okay, like they're good. So, and then for the defensive ends and pass rushers, high motor, finesse moves, and power moves, and big hitter. You want somebody getting all that in one season? It's kind of like, all right, you got to limit it somehow. So, I would just think that it's something again to give back to the players. I know a lot of the times people do come with good suggestions, and I'm not saying they don't get taken into consideration, like Weezy said. But I think people have that issue of you give them a arm, they take a leg. That's all. So
they be taking a body.
Like they did take a body. They did take a body.
Things get talked about whether you know it or not. As far as them acting on it, everybody got a life. People got kids, full-time jobs. So it's just one of them things. School. It's just
he said school. He said school.
It's just a play it patient thing, man. I know it sucks that we sat in wild card for 5 days, but everything is back to normal for right now. We don't know when any of the divisional games are going to be played or if they'll be played before this episode airs. So we hope they do, obviously. But
see, it's crazy. Like me and Keith be debating going back and forth. But little do he know,
dating. Y'all be dating.
Debating. Shut up, chump. I be trying to tell Keith all the time. Like we be going back and forth because we both be saying the same shit. And what I'm getting to is. He said something the other day. I laughed so hard, and because I used to say the same shit. Long story short, when you was debating with what y'all call them? What y'all call the Steelers? What's his nickname? Thanos.
Oh, the
whatever. Yeah. Keith, before you came back in the league, I used to say this shit all the time. Y'all get mad at people in the playoffs taking so long. If y'all would just beat them, they won't be in the playoffs. It's crazy because I said that before, and you said the exact same. You said the exact same thing I fucking said. You complaining? If y'all beat them, they won't be in the playoffs. What people with the bad schedules? So you got to beat the Guns. You got to beat who else had a bad schedule? Itchy.
I mean, but then again, the NFC North got 2 people with good schedules and 2 people with late schedules. So you just. And then 3 of them made the playoffs, so it ain't nothing you can do.
So the next round, they made the next round actually.
So you got to beat slop.
They all made the divisional. You got a point there, so you got a point.
You got to beat people like that, and beat them. They won't be in the playoffs to get the shit quicker. So that's on the users to beat the people with the bad schedules. So that's on us. When I mean us, I mean the whole league. Beat the people with the bad schedules. You don't gotta wait. And I used to say that shit all the time. And Keith fucking said the same exact thing. And I just laughed because I'm like, damn, bro. I see what it sounds like when somebody else saying it and I'm reading, I'm like, that shit was funny because I said the same shit. So you can't get mad about it with yourself.
I actually turned on Madden and I see what you're talking about, Keith. Yeah, we can change all that. And
yes, OG. You mad late. You can tell you didn't as the commission. Boo this man. Boo.
Wait.
That shit is so old. Who didn't know that?
I was just checking trades, man. I gotta pull up the facts to see if
but speaking of that, hey, when did they actually turn it off? Now I'm thinking about it because the Dash used to be on the game. When did they turn that shit off? What year?
I don't think it was turned off. I just don't think I don't think it's factored into the skill point formula. Or I personally don't have proof that it's tapped into the skill point formula. Somebody who may listen to this may have better information or research than I do. And if you do, please, I won't say prove me wrong, but provide more detail and elaborate to the situation so that, people
if I'm not mistaken, I could
have them in their life. I just think having something of that sort will just help everybody pretty much.
I could have sworn they gave us traits every year. Well, I'm making that shit up.
They give you development traits. They don't give you the intangibles.
You just gave me an idea too. Instead of giving out them dev Christmas shits, Motherfuckers start getting some traits.
Traits.
You
That's
just say, yeah,
getting
for doing this, get +1 to a trait. Imagine you want somebody to have a trait that they don't already got, like a receiver. Like, I'm looking at Taekwon. He got possession catch and run after catch, but not aggressive catch. And y'all know my biggest complaint the entire season with my damn receivers was what? These motherfuckers don't jump. Why don't they jump? Some of them don't got aggressive catch on. So it's really my fault for not paying attention to that, even though I complain. But it's stuff like that you got to pay attention to. That's all.
Maybe they'll look into it because there's still other users. I mean, still other commissioners who got to agree to what you're saying. So it's all in hope. OG just one voice.
So
you know how that go. And OG is the Grinch, so they might never know.
I'm a reasonable Grinch.
Nah, you don't like people get like how you said that Christmas dev shit.
I don't like free shit.
You don't like free shit. I know.
Shit.
You don't like free shit.
We live in. Listen, I think AGS users are already spoiled.
Yeah, are spoiled because listen, I don't think people realize that a lot of people don't have wager stuff. You just fucking play your game and that's fucking it. They're not like everything keeps saying is cool, but some leagues don't do that. We're gonna give you a high motor. They don't give a fuck about that. That's your fucking team. Play with it. Y'all motherfuckers are too spoiled. You laughing, but it's the truth. Motherfuckers,
I'm laughing because the way you said it.
But at the same time, but at the same time, you have to have incentives, not necessarily to have a good league, but you have to have incentives to provide some kind of extra something that people want to grind for. The one thing everybody grind for, they cannot stand when you don't put devs on wagers. There are people that skip wagers when you don't put the devs on them. But when you put that dev, like you just did the superstar dev change thing, the ability
everybody
change,
did it. I think 30
literally at least 25
everybody
users
but
have been doing that.
No, it was more. It was 30, but my cat. It was my cat and somebody.
I have to disagree. I have to disagree with you, Keith. I think in competitive leagues, I think they don't really give a fuck about what dev or whatnot. I think the ultimate goal is a Super Bowl. Like I think that AGS is such a fun league.
Everybody doesn't take it that's competitively though, and we know that everybody doesn't see it competitively. Some dudes do, not everybody. Let's be honest, not everybody.
Yeah, some people just want to play just to have fun.
No, but that's why I said competitive leagues. Like AGS is more of a family friendly. Not a heavy verge type, not a heavy verge type of league. Like them verge leagues that people be really busting their buttons and having to get new controllers for real. Like that's the competitive league that they don't care about none of that. They go out there and play and trying to win that bowl. Like the money leagues. I know there's money leagues out there. So you think they out there?
You're not getting no dev trade. You're not getting no dev trade.
Yeah, none of that shit.
You gonna play?
They play for money.
You're not getting or if you do these wages, you get points to upgrade your players. They don't do that shit. They don't do that shit.
And that's why I'm saying like the users in the AGS is spoiled and they need to just take a step back and say, hey, if we was commissioned, they probably wouldn't be giving out no free shit neither. That's the funny part. That's the motherfucking funny part.
We give away fucking dev upgrades for pitches. Ain't no fucking leagues doing that. You post a picture of your plate on Thanksgiving.
Free motherfuckers be posting fake shit. Motherfuckers be posting fake shit and still getting like that shit be crazy.
That shit weird. Like you posting fake shit. Just take a picture of your food. Like we do shit that people don't do. Like I never heard no league take a picture of your food. You get a superstar there. Motherfuckers don't do that shit. And other league, and then everybody has their pros and cons. Like one of our cons for some people is we don't allow unlimited trades. We just don't. But the next league, do how many trades you fucking want until the deadline.
There's a reason.
No, it's nothing wrong with that, OG. I'm just saying. Relax, bro. I'm not about to go on no rant. I'm just saying, you say it's pros. Like for us, if somebody join our league, like, was running 3 trades, I don't want to do this. My other league, they'll be like, I run a league for 10 years. We have unlimited trades. Some people don't like 3 trades minimum.
Can I be honest?
I mean, max.
You know what's AJ's biggest flaw? For real. We're not strict. We're not strict enough. And that's how I feel like our biggest flaw is, and that's why I feel like people get so spoiled because we're not strict enough. We allow people to play. We allow people to do them, and then the moment something happens, everybody let's say somebody gets suspended. Oh, the crying starts. The crying and the snitching starts. Bananas. So I think that people are really spoiled because we allow them to do I'm not gonna say whatever because it don't get crazy. Like the league actually handles itself, but when something goes wrong and we have to lay the hammer, people start crying. But in other leagues, people be laying that hammer a lot, and it'd be worse than how we would be laying it. So for people to you know what I'm saying, I just feel like people just need to
Gay,
stop being spoiled.
gay. We be laying that hammer. What?
I lay hammer. Yep.
Hey, bro,
Any female
what's
out
up with
there.
you, bro? You be acting kind
To
of
all the
suspect
to all,
lately,
to
bro.
all the
What's up with
females,
you, bro?
I said to all.
Hell,
I
matter of
gotta
fact,
whisper that.
I tried to get y'all to give us 4 trades. Y'all was like, hell no. I never see us going to unlimited trades this season. Yeah, I said, hell
Because
no.
imagine the Omega or Thanasis or
And they would have fucked that team up.
and then what if
That
they
motherfucker
leave?
would have. Exactly. So I think no, it makes sense. I get it, but some leagues don't be caring about none of that shit.
Yo, Thanasis wants to trade Pickens already. Son is 21 years old. What are you
Yeah,
what
that's
are you
crazy.
doing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like what are you doing?
The thing
He
is,
want.
he doesn't want to keep a speed guy. He wants like tall receivers. Tall receivers are the meta in this game. Like, so if you got like a Mike Evans kind of guy or a Chase Claypool who's going X Factor when we get to the Pro Bowl week, that's why dudes, are keeping a Claypool.
But the quarterback though. But the quarterback.
I mean,
he want to take the rookie quarterback.
I mean, I feel you, but once again, we talking about receivers right now. Pickens, I'm not saying he's not a go up and get it guy, but he's not Claypool. He's not gonna go jump and go get the ball.
Yo, Weezy, he's selling his bidding. That's what he's doing. Weezy, he's selling his bidding. He trying to be nice.
No, I'm not getting. I already got a receiver on the way. That's not him, so I don't care about Pickens at all. So he can go wherever the hell he wants.
Decline. No.
Yeah, I don't care where he
can
go.
see
He
when
coming,
you decline that shit too,
bro. Pickens ain't coming here to New England, so that doesn't even matter.
But yo, what we need to do, right? Because I know Wes is gonna call the Super Bowl, right? But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little Peyton Manning and Eli for the Super Bowl. I just came up with this idea just now. We're gonna do a Sunday OJ Super Bowl. How y'all feel about that?
Explain.
Like, you know how Peyton and Eli be covering the ESPN?
Ain't I gonna be on the Super Bowl call with Wes? How that's gonna work?
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't do that. You right. Damn, you right. We should do that for one of these games though. At least one of these games.
I've been trying to do that, but they
don't try to schedule right.
Tomorrow is Thursday night football. Ain't nobody gonna want. Well, tomorrow will be the perfect time actually, because that's one of the worst Thursday night football games in existence.
Yeah, nobody
Russell
really
Wilson
cares.
stinks. Jonathan Taylor is not playing. Who cares about Broncos versus Colts? Okay,
that's AKA who. That's really who cares about. Like nobody's honest.
That's trash. Who cares? Like,
Colts.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not. Yeah, I don't care that. I'm not gonna be pressed. I'm gonna watch it,
bro.
Y'all know I love
fan of those teams, you gonna watch.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, you don't give a goddamn about that game. Let's be honest, you don't care.
Hey, and the playoffs is the land of the spooky schedules right now. All of them got spooky schedules.
I was about to say something, but no, I was about to say something. But it was good. It was good, bro. Let's talk about my best running back for fantasy, Cordell Patterson, getting on injury reserve, bro.
And you gonna rub it in Keith, the Falcon fan? That's crazy.
I just can't catch a break, bro. Can't catch a break. I just put up your running back from the Chiefs, the rookie. How you say his name? Yeah, I just picked him up. I picked him up.
Hey, shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to Scream. Shout out to Weezy. Shout out to Non-Straight OG.
Look at this short podcast we had, y'all. Just for y'all, under an hour. Just for y'all. This is under an hour. Just for y'all.
And we promise, we're gonna have a guest next episode. Everybody's done has crazy schedules, and everybody's been kind of busy. Certain days we could record, certain days we couldn't. But I promise next week, big guest.
Weezy out of here, man.
Don't forget to drink your OJ with Sunday OJ.